All right, here's another one. And I've noticed in my videos, I have this habit of doing so I'll try to do some self-correcting. For those of you who haven't become investigators like we have, it's time, because as a society, it's going to take us all to stop this. When we were in Mississippi, and we found out that the local sheriff's office there, previous sheriff, which is now gone. I get allergies, so excuse me for itching my nose. We found that it was a private airstrip out behind the sheriff's office, and that was where the one sheriff was bringing in drugs, which we had verification from one of the, I won't give the name of the gang, but one of the gang members told me that he was there to pick up drugs on that airstrip out of one of the sheriff's private planes. What y'all need to do is start taking pictures and films of all the tarmacs at all the private airstrips and all the airports, and watch the goings-ons with the private planes. And that's looking for child trafficking, adult human trafficking, and it goes with men and women, not just women, and the drugs that are going in and out as well. The private airstrips, I mean, if you own a helicopter or plane, keep an eye on some of these places. Use it as a tax write-off if you want. I don't know how you would do it, but there's got to be a way that you can use some resources that you have to keep an eye on these places. Let's see. There I go with the again. See, what a habit. Okay. Become investigators yourself. It's going to take a world to stop what's been going on. More citizens getting involved in doing their own work, by themselves even, and then outing it. If you keep an eye on these small airports, not just the big ones, the smaller airports, they've been doing this as well. Get jobs at the places, I don't even know, whatever. But these private airstrips, way out in the boondocks somewhere, is another location where they're bringing in drugs, and human trafficking and child trafficking. Also, out on your waters, they have heliports, little lakes and whatever, and they will land a helicopter with children or adults in it and boat them somewhere off of a helipad out in the water. So keep your eyes everywhere and keep your cameras rolling. It's going to take all of us to stop all of this. Save our children means so much more than you realize. Private airstrips are key, and small airports. Film and take pictures of everything you can, and let's stop the abuse of us as humans. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to rely on authorities to do it. They're not interested because they're all in on it. And they all get paid off to shut up or threatened. But if everybody does it, you can't stop all of us from doing it. And if there's more of us looking and watching, it's not as easily going to happen. You cannot base your life on fear. That's how they've kept everybody hostage here. Release your fear and start paying attention around you. And let's stop this together. As you investigate, you'll open your own eyes to things that we're not lying. We're telling the truth. You just have to go see it for yourself. And if you don't want to listen to me, discern everything. Don't just listen to me. I'm no authority, really. However, once we started investigating on our own and saw it with our own eyes, you can't deny it anymore. So, investigate it on your own. It's just like the AirBnB's. It looks up and appears like they're building up these towns, but you have to understand, all the comms that came in that we've been reading is they're pulling it out of the hotels because there's too many people around now that know about what they're doing in hotels. And we got those comms. We got those comms that they were talking code with each other, saying there's too many eyes on the hotels. And while the Airbnb's, it's a way to generate money for a town, buying supplies, building up things, and giving people jobs, know that it's not just for vacationers. It just seems like that. They're privatizing it down our side streets. And so watch the houses around you, the comings and goings. because they think they're fooling everybody. And they'll give a surface reason, just like everything else. Economy. I mean, gosh, how many construction workers does that put? I don't want to put any construction workers out of business. However, when we read the comms that they're taking it out of the hotels and putting it into the AirBnBs, and then we talk to people all over, not only just the United States, other countries as well, it's a big plan to privatize it. So the cameras are off of them when you're going in our neighborhood streets, and people are staying in houses that are being turned into AirBnBs. Not all Airbnbs are being used for that. Some are just innocent people wanting to make some money off of, like a hotel type service. But it's a mask. And the majority of them are just to get it out of the hotels where there's no cameras. All right? So be aware why these Airbnbs are being funded. It's not all tourism. It's because they're taking the pedo and the child trafficking and the adult trafficking out of the hotels because there's too many eyes on. So just start filming everything, but watch the Airbnbs in your neighborhood, the comings and goings. Put up security cameras at your house so that you can catch the license plates of cars going by. And start filming around these small airports and find, use Google Earth and find your private airstrips and monitor them. And you'll get them. You'll get the info. Get the license plates going in and out. Get the numbers off the sides of the helicopters and the planes being used. And if we all group together, it'll stop. Okay? Anyway, have a good night.